Hello, everyone. Okay, so for today, I'm going to walk you through how to complete your conclusion paragraph. So, you're going to need a couple things open. You're going to need to open up first your actual document that you're going to be typing in. Type. You're going to need your Google Slides, of course, because that has all of your sentence frames on it. And then we're going to have to go back to Google Classroom so that we can open up the last paragraph that we worked on, right? Because you're working on this after you've completed paragraph 4. And we're going to go ahead and open up that Google Doc. And the reason that we're opening up this one is because we need to copy and paste all of these paragraphs. Now, something that I've seen, copy, something that I have noticed um, some students do is that they'll copy their paragraphs, but it's all like one giant. No, I don't want it like that. I want it with the color coding. Paste. There we go. It's like one giant paragraph. So it's just like one fat, long block of text. And it shouldn't be, right? You should have some space in between your paragraphs. I know you can't indent because when you try to do that, like if I were to push tab here right now, it would make another box. And that's not what we're trying to do. So just press enter, right? Enter, enter to have some space in between your paragraphs so that you can clearly see where one paragraph starts and the other ends. Okay? So now that I've got um, those 3 paragraphs copied, I need to copy my paragraph 4, which would be down here. Copy. And then here, enter, 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 3 enters. Paste. Beautiful. So now I have my 4 paragraphs that I've written so far, right? I have my introduction, I have my paragraph 2 that has my second best reason, my paragraph 3 that has my counterclaim, and then my paragraph 4 that has my first best reason, my very best reason, right? Now I can go ahead and exit out of this tab. I don't need this anymore. Goodbye. Okay, now I'm ready to like real start here. Right here, we're going to write our conclusion paragraph. Now, and if it's easier for you to split screen your tabs, you can totally do that too. Okay, you can always just click and drag down, and then drag over to the side. Drag this tab over to the side. That way, you can be looking at both. If that again is easier for you. If it's not easier for you, then don't do that. Okay, I'm gonna just do it like this, just part ways. So I'm focusing now on my conclusion. So according to my slides, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be restating my thesis. I'm going to be giving my 3 supporting details, 3 because we have the one in the counterclaim, right? And our call to action. So first, I'm going to restate my thesis. And that says, restate your thesis says, so you wrote your thesis in your introduction paragraph. How can you restate it? And restate it right means to put in different words, slightly different words. And don't forget your transition words. So I am going to start off my conclusion with the transition in conclusion. But you can do to sum it all up or therefore, like at the end, as stated, thus. I'm just going to do in conclusion because I think that that's pretty original. Not original, but like OG. Okay? So it's my conclusion, right? In conclusion, comma. And now I need to restate my thesis. So I'm going to say my thesis again using slightly different words. Now, part of the reason why I have you copy and paste all of your paragraphs before this is because now I don't have to go back and click forward and look for where I have my thesis. It's literally all right here. My thesis is right there. Parents should not listen to the advice of their children. I'm going to say just restate your claim. Okay? So we're saying this part again, but again using slightly different words. So you don't have, for this part, I'm going to say you don't have to restate your entire thesis, but you're going to restate at least your claim using different words. Okay, so maybe you can say, in conclusion, children do not have the best advice and parents should not listen to it. Or in conclusion, children can give excellent advice or can give whatever, and parents should, or in conclusion, parents should listen to the things that children have to tell them, or should listen to the advice children have to give them. Again, just saying it slightly different. Okay, so that's the first thing. Cool. Next, I need to do what? Now I need to restate my supporting details, my supporting reasons. Um, so I'm going to say this part, my two reasons, right over again. And remember, you should use some of these some of these transition words. Okay. So in conclusion, parents should or should not listen to the advice of their children. As stated, children don't have as much uh, children don't have as much wisdom or knowledge as adults, right? You're giving one reason. You're restating one of your reasons and using different words. Furthermore, again, restating my other reason. And this could be for my counterclaim. Or sorry, from counter argument. That would be like the one that you wrote. That's your third paragraph, right? Period. And finally, oops, whatever your last reason was, your first best reason, right? To restate your first best reason. Cool. So I'm giving all of my reasons there, right? I'm just making them separate sentences. So, as stated, children shouldn't listen because, or parents shouldn't listen to them because, da 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 da. But again, using slightly different words. You just don't want it to be like word vomit of the same things you've already said, like exactly the same thing. Remember, your conclusion is just summarizing your essay. Okay? And so you're going to do your three reasons. So the one from paragraph 1, the one you used in your counter argument or to go against the counter argument, that's a reason too. And then the one that you talked about in your first best reason. Okay? If the one you use for your counter argument is kind of similar to one of the other ones that you did, that's fine. You'll just have 2 instead of 3. Okay? So once you're done with that, then you're going to do your call to action. And so that's like, what's the most important thing you want your readers to learn after reading your essay? What do you want them to do? Also, what do you want them to do? So we're going to, oh no, here we go. We're going to copy our sentence frame. Yay. Paste without formatting. Okay. The decision to listen to the advice of children is an important one because why? Maybe like what's the possible impact? What impact would it have? It could save someone's life or whatever, right? Like maybe Chuck wouldn't have died. Well, I mean, eventually, but maybe he wouldn't have died so young, right? Because he died He was 39 in the book when he died. So maybe he wouldn't have passed away so young. He would have been able to have more time with his children. Like, give me what impact could it have had? Okay? Whether positive or negative, depending on what side you're arguing. Okay? And then that's really it for the conclusion. Um, so this is just really kind of like our final thoughts. Now, after you're done that, I want you to color code. So your thesis is going to go, or at least your claim, again, at least your claim. I feel like sometimes you guys get confused. So if it's too confusing for you to do your claim and supporting reasons together, just do them in separate sentences. Okay? So here is my claim. Gonna do that in yellow. Actually, I'm gonna make this bigger since I don't need my sentence frames anymore. Yellow. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. Yellow. And then this right here were my reasons. Was that supposed to be purple? Or the purple pink? And the last one, orange. Okay. Cool. And so now I have 5 sentences, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And just to clarify, you should not be using quotes in this paragraph. Again, you should not be using quotes in this paragraph. You've already quoted stuff. The quotes, I'll go here in your body paragraphs. Okay? They do not go at the end. At the end, like you're not making any new arguments. Okay? You're just summarizing what you've already talked about. So, I know it feels kind of weird to be doing it after like just a few paragraphs. But you're just summarizing. You're not making any new arguments here. Okay? And then that's it. That's all you got to do for that one. All right, you got this. Bye.